Hi guys, welcome to another AI automation related video. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create an AI automation which will help you a lot in sales. So if you are working in a tech company or any company where you are supposed to call your clients via Google Meet and have multiple sales meeting, this automation will help you a lot because in this automation, I'm going to teach you guys how you can add an AI tool which will take notes while you are in the meeting and automatically save follow-up messages in your Google Drive based on those meetings. So let's say you are having like 8 to 10 meetings a day, and after a week you don't really remember if you needed to follow up for any of your client, if you need to send an email. This AI automation will help you do that. It is going to automatically add into your Google Meeting, and it will prepare follow-up messages for you if you had taken previous interactions with the same person, right? So pretty simple automation, free workflow available in the description as well, and that is N8N workflow. So as you can see, it is going to trigger whenever you add a new appointment in your Google Calendar. So that's the test data where you can see that it's adding all of the data when a new Google Meeting event is created. Now it is going to save the guest email. So that's the guest email. And then it will make an API call to Fireflies. Now, Fireflies is a really nice tool which is used to take notes whenever you are doing meetings. So it's just gonna capture everything in your meeting. So you can simply add to your live meeting. You can upload audio, video, start recording. There's a lot of features in this tool available which you can use for free. And I've been using that and it helped me a lot because it will save the transcript of the meeting. So if I go to meetings, you can see that's the simple meeting which I have saved. If I click on that, it has all of the records saved, right? It also saved the recording, and good thing about that, they give you API access. So if I go to settings, and then if I go to developer settings, you have this API key. And what we will do in this N8N workflow is that we will make an API call to Fireflies and fetch all of the meeting transcription data, just like I have it here, right? And then we will skip it if it doesn't have any data, meaning you might have a meeting where you didn't have any previous interaction with the customer. It's just going to skip it. It's not going to make a call to OpenAI AI agent, which is our next node. But if you did have previous interaction with the same customer, it's going to pull all of the transcripts from the Fireflies and then give it to AI agent. Now, if I open up AI agent, you can see that it already have put together a message after reading all of the conversation. So let's check out the prompt here. You can see that based on strictly provided transcript, write a sequence of 12 persuasive messages to be sent via email. Now you can change the prompt as per your requirement, but here I have the transcript data given to my AI agent. And now it will read all of the text transcript data from that particular participant where I had the meeting with and create follow-up messages and save to my Google Drive. Now, if I open up the file which it has created, and that's the latest file saved with the email of the guest. And it is saying follow up on our call regarding the finish line campaign. I want to check any video upload issue in the Facebook ad. So in that particular call, we were having an issue uploading the video to Facebook Ad Manager. So that's the 12 different follow-up messages which it will pinpoint and create for us to send follow-up messages to that specific person for completing the sale. Right now, let's start implementing that. You will find the workflow in the description, completely free. No need to sign up for any school community or anything like that. Just click on the link in the description, copy the workflow, and that's it. Now, once you add the workflow, once you import the workflow, I hope you know that. So all you have to do is just click on plus sign, click on this workflow, and then simply click on these 3 small dots and then click on import from file. So just click on this import from file and you will have a workflow like this, right? And once you add the workflow, you will need to connect Google Calendar. Now, I've already created a video on how you can create Google credentials, but let me give you a short demo on how you can do that. So you will click on create new credentials, and here you will need to generate client ID and client secret. For that, go to console.cloud.google.com and make sure enable the API for Google Calendar. So here, click on these three bars, go to APIs and services, click on enable API and services. Here we will click on enable API and services and search for Google Calendar. Now here I'm gonna simply search calendar and click on this Google Calendar API. Now I have already it enabled. You might see it, the option to enable. Make sure to enable that. Once you enable that, click on these three bars again, and then click on credentials. I'm also going to add link in the description where I have given a detailed video on how you can create Google credentials, but this one is a short demo. So let's click on create credential and click on OAuth client ID. Once you do that, select web application, add in your web client name, and here authorize redirect URI, click on add URI and copy this URL here. Once you click to copy here, paste the URL here, and then click on create. It will give you this client ID and client secret, which you will simply click on copy and paste the client secret. Right? Once you do that, click on save and your credentials will be connected. You will have a pop-up showing up like this, which means that it is connected, right? Okay, now what happens on this node is that once you create the credentials, it will trigger every minute. I mean, it will keep listening every minute. At the moment you create a new Google Calendar event, it's gonna trigger and have all of the details. Now the workflow will start whenever you create a new meeting in Google Calendar. So that's it for this node. And this is for just saving the variables. So it's basically saving the start time of appointment, end time of appointment created by, and the guest email, which we will send to Fireflies API in order to pull all of the old transcript data, right? And this is our GraphQL node where everything is set up. You don't need to do anything except adding the API key for the GraphQL, right? And how you can do that, you can simply click on this header auth credentials and click on create new credentials. Now here you will add authorization. Now let me pull up the Fireflies documentation as well, so I can give you some idea on what you need to do. So if I pull up the Fireflies documentation, you can see that this is authorization here and the bearer. So I'm simply gonna copy this part here, save it in a new tab, and here I will add my Fireflies API. So from settings, developer settings, you need to click on this API key, right? Settings, developer settings, and then this copy icon to copy the Fireflies API key. Once you click on copy, make sure to have your API key pasted here. So make sure you have it in the exact same format. This is what we will add in our N8N, right? So I'm simply gonna copy this part here. I'm gonna ask my video editor to zoom into this part. And now let's go back to N8N, and here we will add it in the value. Now for the name, we will simply need to add in this authorization. And once you copy that and paste it here, click on save. That's it. You will get this pop-up again for the credentials successfully created, right? Now, once you do that, you will simply click on execute tab and you will have all of the transcript data showing up. Now we will simply pass it on to our AI agent. Before we do that, make sure we filter it based on if it has any data or not. So we are checking on this node here that it's not empty, meaning if you are having a meeting with a new person, you don't have any previous Fireflies data, it is going to filter it out and not going to pass this to AI agent, right? So this is for that node. Now it will pass on this data to our AI agent. I already shown you the prompt. You don't have to change anything here except these prompt instructions. If you have specific instructions for the follow-up messages, meaning you want to add persona or you want to add tone of how you actually communicate with the client, you can add in more details to this prompt. Now, once done, it will save the Google Drive. You just need to select in the parent drive and then select the folder where you want to save the file. Now, the file name is this email, which we are pulling up from this edit field nodes here. You can change the file name based on your requirement. File content is this output, which we are pulling up from this AI agent. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. It will help you automate your sales follow-up message. And let me know in the comments below if you want me to create more free workflows for you guys. Let me know if you have any specific scenarios which you want to automate. Would love to create free workflows and videos for you guys in this channel. And do not forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to motivate us to create more helpful videos for you guys. Until next video, have a great day.